wasting time.
There you go.
All right. It's your boy David Anderson, aka Mr. Blackonomics. Listen, we here taking possession of a property, and this goes to real estate management 101. All right, how to perform an eviction correctly. All right. So in different states, they got different rules, different regulations. You need to kind of look at your landlord-tenant rules and regulations in your jurisdiction. In Fulton County here, we had to file a writ of possession to actually take possession of the property. The process can take 7 days, or if the person doesn't respond, you can win by what they call default judgment in 7 days. If the tenant does respond, that automatically takes that first 7 days to an additional 7, so you're at 14 days. Hopefully within that 14 days, if God is good, you get a court date. If you go to court and everything goes well, because Georgia is a pro-landlord state, unless that tenant has the money, and even if the tenant does have the money, you can, as the landlord, decide if you want to continue the relationship or not. And so at that point, what normally happens, because there's a lot of cases coming up like this, the judges really want you to kind of mediate and come to some middle ground. In this instance, we mediated. The tenant wanted 30 days. We gave him like 7. We came to middle ground was 15 days. Even after the 15 days that we gave him, we had to go and then file what was called a writ, because at that point, of course, the tenant didn't honor their agreement, so they were still in the house. As you can see, we just took possession about 5 or 6 minutes ago, officially. And so after that process, we had to actually file a writ of possession, and we had to wait for the marshal to come out. And so the marshal just left. We didn't want to put law enforcement on camera, but the marshal came to make sure that, they want to keep the peace and make sure everything is cool. The tenants obviously have vacated, and we officially are in possession of this house. Our locksmith just left. We have a contractor lockbox on the house and with keys, and we're in here doing the trash out and eviction right now. So let me show you what's going on so you can see what's up with this. Check it out. So right now, we're getting all this trash out right here. We're gonna put this trash on the street. That's for the dump truck to come and pick it up. Let me show you what's going on over here. In the back of this house, this is a 3-2, old school Atlanta. Pretty quiet neighborhood. People are taking care of their stuff. And this is what's going on here. The house next door got a fresh coat of paint. No, leave it open, please. This house right here got a fresh coat of paint, so obviously we're gonna need a fresh coat of paint. The driveway's got a little bit of stuff going on to it, so we gotta get some asphalt and pour that out here. But this is the backyard. It's a pretty decent backyard. And we got some trees back here. We got some real old trees that need to come down. You really don't want to fool with trees unless you deal with the arborist and have somebody that has permits and knows how to take these things down. But I really don't. I know trees. We respect trees. BlackTreeHuggers.com. But when these trees are this close to the house, I get nervous. So I don't like to have trees that look that old and possibly diseased be this close to my property like this. So, I'll call my man Roosevelt, have him take a look and see what his recommendation is. But trees also will keep the house cool, but the inverse is that, bad weather come and one of these weak limbs fall, your house is gone. That's what's going on. Roof looks like it's intact. We don't see no blue tarps. So as long as we don't have no blue tarp, everything's cool. We got a little bit of stuff going on over here that needs to be addressed from the trees, as I was talking about earlier, going inside of this gutter. So that's somebody getting on with the ladder and using the pressure washer. We're probably gonna pressure wash this house one good time and then spray the whole thing white, El Blanco. And it's got a nice little carport out here and a decent sized yard for the barbecue. Know y'all like that chicken. All right, let's come on over here and see what's going on in the crib. See how we doing it in here. Southwest ATL. What's up, man? You good?
Yes, sir.
I'm glad to see you, man. Glad to see you today. It's the kitchen. Obviously, it needs some work. But, you never know what you're going to get with this real estate. This looks like it's intact. This is really intact. All we got to do is put a granite countertop on top of that and switch this out. HomeDepot.com. You know how that goes. So we come in here. We got a little sitting room here. We got some work we need to do. We got a bathroom over here. 2 bedrooms here. Check it out. So, somebody over here really liked Iron Man. I got an affinity for Iron Man myself. Tony Stark forever. All right, man. So check it out, got another bedroom in here. And so, you know, it's a lot of work that needs to be done. Fast shouts out to RCP in Portland, Oregon. Chris, you're doing your thing, man. This is what happens when you make an investment, all right? So as we go through here, this is the living room. And we all good right here. So, and like I said, new locks, hardware, contractor box, HomeDepot.com. So right now, we about to get all this trash out. We're gonna move it to the end of the street. We'll check with you in a few minutes, let you know what's going on, all right? Out.